What is going on, ninjas? Logic here with a brand new Ninjala video, baby. And today, we're gonna be going over the new Ninjala Dev Diary number 15. There's a bunch of things they revealed in this new Dev Diary. We got new maps, new gun weapons, new updates to the shop, UI, music, and all. Like, it's just gonna be an awesome update, awesome season 6, and an awesome anniversary. There's so many things that are happening. So without wasting any more time, let's get directly into the video, baby. Alright, baby, so right into it. Ninjala Season 6 will be taking place from June 17th all the way until September 9th. Dude, this is like 84 days. So this season will last 2 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, 2 hours, and 53 minutes. Yes, I calculated this. Fight me. The theme of this season will be heroes and villains, which is pretty cool. The community on Twitter has already done like a hero versus villain type scenario, so it's really cool that this is coming to life in Ninjala. And season 6 of Ninjala will be getting a new stage called Finks Valley. Wait, hold up. You see that pink Gumchi Ippon katana? I know you spotted that. But let's get back to the map, Finks Valley. This is the desert stage that everyone has been talking about for months. I personally think this is a really cool setting and unique, mainly because a lot of the maps share similarities when it comes to design. I'm not saying like all the stages look alike, but this is a clear difference. Eagle City and like Fort Riverdale, while aren't the same, both take place in kind of like a city setting. Finks Valley goes a little past that description while still being a city. Is just so vastly different because of the scenery and overall change to the utopia. Oh, and one of the things I love is that Gumchi is presented in an Egyptian-like way. And just a question for everyone, is Gumchi like prevalent like all around the world, or is this Finks Valley a subsidiary of like WNA? Like, why is Gumchi like represented like this in what I assume to be Egypt? But that's besides the point. It's not a big deal, just a question. Also, for all you drone masters out there, there's another drone called the Set drone. This is not your ordinary drone. If you think you're gonna walk up to this drone and take it within 0.5 milliseconds, you got another thing coming. This drone actually fights back and will attack you. Cool thing about this drone is it gives you the power of Ippons pretty much. So let's say you defeat this Set drone. When you defeat this Set drone, you get the golden Set drone like above your head. This indicates that you beat the Set drone. So let's say you get a regular old KO, you'll be rewarded a Ippon instead. So as long as you have this golden Set drone piece above your head, your KOs will turn into Ippons instead. But if you get KO'd by another player, the effect will be bestowed upon them instead. Easy to understand, right? I really like this feature, mainly because it brings us back to our Ninjala roots and focuses on the game being more about combat than drones. So it kind of adds that extra incentive to go for KOs, Ippons. I think this is great for like aggressive players or players that just like a lot of action. Can't wait to see how this turns out. All right, so we got 2 new weapons coming to Ninjala. Remember that picture floating around of the motor yo-yo, like Ron was holding a motor yo-yo? Well, turns out it's real and it's happening. The real name of this weapon is the Extreme Motor, also coupled with the DJ Scratch. We don't know anything about the DJ Scratch just yet, but either they will tell us more about this weapon in the future, or we're just gonna have to wait till release. What they did show off was the Extreme Motor, and this thing honestly looks super nutty. I can't even fathom how this is going to play. It seems like it's going to be really good, but also really fun, and that's just the kind of change Ninjala needs. So let's talk about this weapon, the Extreme Motor. So both of these new weapons are going to be yo-yo subclasses. Yo-yos have always been long distance and mid distance weapons, or so we thought. The way these new yo-yos are portrayed, it seems like they're more oriented for that close quarters or close range combat. They mentioned that these 2 new yo-yos have a new gum ninjutsu and special. I assume that both will have the same like special charge attack here, but are they both going to have the same like ninjutsu as well? Or does that mean like the DJ Scratch is also getting a new ninjutsu different from the one on the Extreme Motor? Because he specifically mentioned that they're both getting like gum ninjutsus. Maybe I misinterpreted that, but I think they're both gonna have new gum ninjutsus, but I could be wrong. We will see. So let's get a little bit more in depth on this Extreme Motor. We're gonna first talk about its gum ninjutsu. It's gonna be called Worst Nightmare. You get on a horse and you just start charging while dropping bombs behind you. You can control this gum ninjutsu freely as you would Sweet Ride like on the boards. So I'm gonna keep it $150. This super looks incredibly fun. I don't know if it's going to be the best gum ninjutsu in the game, but hey, it definitely looks to be the most fun, at least to me. Just looking at the animations for this new gum ninjutsu, it looks super fun and just like super wacky. So I can't wait to actually get like hands-on and have some fun with this new gum ninjutsu. So the new special for these new yo-yos is going to be called Bumpy Accelerator. It seems like they put a duration on how long you're actually able to ride like this. I hope something like this in the future is implemented for the board classes as well. That's a unique feature and could slow down players that just kind of go for drones and they use Sweet Ride and you're unable to hit them because they're just moving so fast all match long. Also, just like the board class, you can control this freely, going up and down walls as you wish. So while you're active in Bumpy Accelerator, you'll have constant hit detection. So essentially what this means is, as long as you're in this mode, you'll be able to hit someone. Not only does the special always have active hit frames, but you can add a super armor effect as well. I can't really see how this is going to work just yet, but something to note is that when you use the special, you have a turbo and you have an attack option. So maybe one of these options will give you your armor. Really hard to tell from the video, or maybe I'm just dumb. And if your opponent is in the air, you'll apparently be able to continuously attack them. So you'll want to watch out for this motor yo-yo in the sky. Next up is the gum shot on this class. Hey, let's be honest right now. This is the best gum shot in the game. And I'm not talking like a tier list best, I'm just talking about best in general. Like a shotgun gum shot, dude, that's freaking awesome. I'm so down with that. That is so cool. So this gum shot doesn't have much range, but the closer you are, the more gun damage it will do, just like a shotgun. You can even bind someone in one shot if you're close enough. I think this is pretty dope trade-off, and I honestly can't wait to use this new gum shot. Okay, so next up is our new Shinobi card. This Shinobi card name is Last Spurt. When there are 60 seconds remaining, your S energy gauge will be maxed out and your S energy will not decrease, even if you use it. Hey man, this is incredibly ridiculous. You can't go adding stuff like this in the game. Come on, dog. Like, what about like Gum Searcher? What about Gum Ghost? Like, how are these gum shots going to function? At least Gum Ghost still has the option to bind, but like, what the hell is Gum Searcher going to do against this, dog? Like, it's just gonna be a nightmare. Don't get me wrong, I think this is an awesome card, and I'm absolutely gonna be using it in my loadout. I just would be so angry if I were like a passionate Mellow or Asakusa Will user, because to me, this is a huge slap in the face if you play those weapons. Granted, it's only the last 60 seconds of the match, but still, like, it's a huge problem, those two weapons. So not only are we getting a really good Shinobi card and a really broken Shinobi card at that, we're also getting a much needed shop update. They're combining special collections and the specialty shop together to bring us the Shinobi shop. This was a much needed quality of life change in my opinion, so I'm super down with this. Also, it seems like if you purchase the Ninja Pass, you'll be getting a 20% discount on some products in the store. I've always thought that old items or items people just don't buy in general all that often should go on sale more frequently in the shop, so it's a nice thing that they're doing this in some form or fashion. From the screenshot, it also seems like they'll be adding a cart system, so you'll be able to add multiple emotes, outfits, and accessories instead of having to just buy a singular item. We're also getting a new section entirely called Body Paint, and you're just going to be able to change your skin color to whatever they have available. I think this is dope and will bring more variety to the game in terms of character creation. There's just so much you can do with a feature like this, and it seems like body paint isn't really even going to cost that much at like what, $200? So nice update. Another cool update that was maybe needed, I don't know per se, but more options is never a bad thing. So we have the new Ninjala Pass Mini. So usually when you buy the season pass, you have to pay like what, $950, right? Instead of doing this, you have the option to pay $300 for the Ninjala Pass Mini. With this Ninjala Pass Mini, you get Ninjala Pass rewards up until tier 30. But let's say you get to tier 30 and you're like, well, maybe I actually just want the full pass. You can still get the full pass by paying $650. So it's not a scam, you still end up paying $950 altogether. Like I said, more options, never a bad thing, so I'm with it. So with Season 6, we also have our first Ninjala anniversary. As you know, Ninjala came out June 24th, 2020. With this celebration, all players will be getting 1,000 free Jala, baby, as a login bonus. You'll have until June 16th, all the way up until July 7th to claim this 1,000 Jala, so be sure not to miss out on this. Another thing too, the story packs chapter 1 and 2 will be going on sale, so if you haven't picked them up yet, when season 6 comes out, this will be the best time to get them for super duper cheap. There is also going to be another online tournament like the UFO Nissin Yakisoba tournament. This will be called the Ninjala First Anniversary Cup, It's going to be open in all regions simultaneously, so players just compete like before for points after a match. The player with the highest scores after the event will be the ones to receive rewards, such as special Epon decoration, gumball machine coins, ninja medals, and emotes. So this is definitely going to be something you want to get in on just because they're giving away exclusive emotes and you don't want to be the only one without these emotes. We don't know what emote it's going to be just yet, so there's no real way of telling you if it's going to be cool or not. But the UFO Nissan Yakisoba emote where we eat noodles was pretty tight, so I think this one will end up being cool as well. There will also be a cool Epon decoration just for participating, so be on the lookout for that. And like I said, they didn't show any of these off in the dev diary, so we will probably get more information later. So I apologize for the lack of information. We are also getting new cards, the Ninjala Collection Card Volume 2. So that's going to be a real treat. Looks like the outfit this time is going to be like a Black Panther type of deal. It looks really cool. I just hope it's not like linked together to where you can only wear this outfit and nothing else with it. The SSR Shinobi's paper fan looks really cool as well. I like green. Green's my favorite color, so I'm super down with it. Another thing, they didn't really like reveal like when the release date on these new cards will be, so we have no idea when they're going to come out. But as soon as they're announced, I'll either make a video on it or make a post about it, so just be on the lookout. All right, so lastly, we have our Ninjala roadmap for Season 6. In June, we're getting a new stage, new gum weapon, new gum shot, new Shinobi card, Ninjala Pass Mini, Collection Card Volume 2. At least this tells us when we will get it sometime in June. Ninjala Strikers returns, and Ninjala Pass Matsuri. For the next part of the roadmap, I assume some of this is going to get stretched from July to September. That's the way it looks. I'm not really like sure. Guimon Matsuri slated for July and August, so we will be getting another Guimon, and I guess it's just going to be like it was before. We get $200 one day, $200 the next day, and $200 the day after, all together totaling for $600. New collab coming as well. They highlighted it, so it's going to be something special. Puzzles and Dragons just had like a Demon Slayer collab, so I assume this is a big assumption, but I assume it's probably going to be Demon Slayer. We are also getting a Loot Battle Matsuri, Release the Beast, Ninjala Strikers returns again, and 2 Ninjala Pass Matsuris. So there's a lot going on in this season. I hope we get a new featured battle. I don't think we will because it would have gotten mentioned here, but hey, oh well. And just some quick things they mentioned towards the end of the video. They're implementing a BGM playlist feature, so instead of hearing just the same old song over and over that you picked, you'll have a rotating playlist of songs that you can listen to. Something like this goes a long way, and I'm uber down. They're also upgrading the UI and making adjustments to gum weapons and Shinobi cards to improve game balance. So this is huge. Season 6 really like depends on this balance change. The balance update really sets a tone for the whole season. So I hope that they address things that the community are concerned about and just put things into equilibrium. There's never going to be perfect balance in any game, so that's not what I'm trying to say, but things don't need to be overly broken. I think when things are broken and they go unchanged or unaddressed, it ruins the game and overall tone of the game. So I hope that we start off this Season 6 strong with a good balance update. And as far as balance changes go and how I feel about them, I know there's a lot of people that think like everything in the game should be buffed instead of nerfed. I'm a huge non-believer in this. I think it's abysmal thinking or game development. There are some games that can get away with things like this. Games like Marvel vs. Capcom, like Virtua Fighter, and Capcom versus SNK, right? We don't need like touch-of-death combos or just overly broken stuff that negates certain defensive mechanisms. It's just like, you know, it's just too much. Just food for thought, and I won't dig too much deeper than that, but I just feel like I should set the tone and let you guys know like how I feel about balancing. Like I don't think there should be like multiple weapons that are just all broken, just all like touch of death, like killing everybody in like one combo. I think like everything should just be brought in line. There's never going to be perfect about like I can't talk, but there's never going to be like perfect balance like in the game. So like this weapon's going to be better, this weapon's going to be better at this, like maybe this weapon has more range, this weapon has more speed, something like that, right? This character can do this and that character can do this, and that's what sets these two characters apart and why this one is good for like low attacks and this one's like good for, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think there should ever be like a game where like, oh yeah, this guy can one hit you and then this guy can one hit you, because you get into this point where it's like, okay, well, everything could just kill everybody in like one hit. So like there's no balance. But yeah. Some games can get away with it, like some games like Marvel vs. Capcom, but that's all I wanted to say about it. That's all I wanted to say. With that being said, we won't be doing a Ninjala fashion showcase this video, mainly because I gotta be up in 3 hours. No sleep gang out here, dog. What did you guys think about this developer diary number 15? Are you excited for the new weapons? Let me know down below. I'm dying to know your answers. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up as it really helps your boy. And if you're not already subbed to the channel, please do consider doing so, as it really is an awesome place filled with awesome people. Thank you for watching. This has been Logic, and I'll see you in the next chapter.